Hey everybody, it's Ed from the Whiskey Tangent Podcast here with another Whiskey Short, and I'm with Scott.
Hey everybody.
And Anders.
Hey.
And Shavonne.
Hello, hello.
And Scott's going to tell you what we're going to do.
All right. We are going to do a quick taste of two whiskeys that we got solicited from Stellum Spirits.
Stellum.
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 Bourbon and rye.
Whiskey Short.
The new brand from
Barrell Craft Spirits. And I would like to say that we did a unboxing Whiskey Short video.
Yeah.
Our first video where you can see our faces. And Shavonne filmed it and edited it, and it's up on YouTube. It's only 2 minutes. Go watch it.
Yep, it's on our Instagram. You can find the link to it there.
Yep.
We'd like to thank Shavonne very much for that.
You are very welcome. I can't wait to do more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so-
And you know what, too? The more videos you create, the more blackmail I have for things that I cut out.
Right.
So
Right.
it'll be
That's-
a
that's
win-win
also-
for me
that's
all
also
around.
true.
Can you send me some of that?
I probably could. We can work something out.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I said, free drinks at the lounge.
I was going to say, Anders controls like 33% of our whiskey consumption. He already has any power he wants over me.
That's true. We're just giving more and more power away, Ed.
Right. Yeah.
So
Stellum Bourbon and Stellum Rye.
Right.
We've had a great relationship with Barrell. I mean, they don't really talk to us as much as we like. We've been over that. We're like jilted girlfriends. We're like, hey, we left you a message last night. I said,
Hi.
One sympathizing.
Just checking in.
just say, hoping you liked our episode we did about you guys.
Do you
We
still
didn't hear
like
back.
us?
But they sent us
hang
samples
out.
too. So this is a kind of a continuation of that because they sent these to us. So
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of like a rekindling. Like it's like they booty called us. Like, oh my God, look, they still like us.
They're keeping us at arm's length, right?
Right.
So Aaron at Robro,
Robro, yeah.
a
Right.
PR firm that's doing their stuff, and he contacted
It's like he passed us a note at study hall. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, Barrell Craft Spirits still likes you. So.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to do the bourbon first.
Yes.
And Scott, tell us about this.
Okay, so it's proof, as all Barrell Craft Spirits stuff is, it's very high. It's 114.98 proof. They don't have an age statement. They said it retails for about $55 MSRP. It just won a gold medal at the 2021 San Francisco World Spirits Competition.
Lovely.
San Francisco.
Crickets. I have a short description. Stellum Bourbon finds its flavor in the tension of 3 Indiana bourbon mash bills, 2 of which are high rye, with the third being almost exclusively corn. Older barrels from both Kentucky and Tennessee are folded in slowly through a multi-step blending process. This brings added layers of depth and complexity, ultimately allowing us to round out a uniquely Stellum flavor profile.
Interesting.
I guess maybe they're Stellum Stellar, right? I guess that's the play on that word.
True,
Because they
yeah.
uniquely Stellum, they could easily put the word stellar there.
Right, yeah.
I got something about the age of it, though.
Okay, good.
The Stellum Bourbon is a blend focused on a 5 to 6 year old Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee profile using 3 different Indiana mash bills.
Okay.
And includes barrels from 4 to 16 years old.
Okay.
So
Right. So there's 3 Indiana bourbons,
And
and
then-
then there's a Kentucky and a Tennessee bourbons.
5.
So 5 altogether, yeah.
All right. And so we're going to try it.
Yeah, let's
First I'll
just try
smell
it.
Ooh, interesting nose on this.
I mean, I'm getting a lot of alcohol right away.
I am.
It's
Like, this could
so
definitely
much.
clean some
Yeah.
wounds. This is something you definitely pour on a wound before you
yeah.
perform surgery. If you're in a Western.
After you pull the bullet out, you just dump this in, which would be a tremendous waste of what seems to be a great bourbon.
Yeah. I'm getting a lot of corn, frankly.
I'm getting some sort of a nut.
I'm getting like a cashew rather than like a peanuts or anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe like a dry roasted nut, maybe.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, there's a tiny bit of fruit there if you're really deep in.
There's fruit on the end of it for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I'm getting an orange.
Did you taste it?
Yeah, I'm going to taste right now.
Okay. Whoa.
Wow.
There's a lot going on there.
There's a zing in there.
You
A zing in his eye.
You taste like a sweet orange
I
on the end?
absolutely taste the orange.
Yeah.
Almost like a
lemon?
Grand Marnier finish
Oh.
at the very end.
I mean, citrus certainly.
Yes.
I taste orange myself.
It's rare that I taste orange so clearly.
Yeah. A sweet orange, like like those gummy candies.
Oh, the wedges.
The those orange wedges. That's kind of what it tastes like
The
to
old
me.
lady candy that sits like in a glass dish that's at your aunt's house.
I'm not gonna lie, I love those
I
things.
do.
Oh, those are good.
I do.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Look
the
up
sucker.
like 90 of those.
I guess I'm the odd gal out because I can't stand those.
I love all kinds of gummies.
What if it was a lemon candy?
I don't like lemon candy.
Oh,
yeah, lemon candy.
It's funny because she does like gummies a lot.
Right, you
Shavonne.
like gummies.
I love
So
gummy
interesting.
worms. I love gummy soda. I love gummy bears.
So do you go straight gummy or do you go sour?
I can do both. Try not to do too much sour because it can really mess with your teeth.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, definitely orange. I'm tasting. There's some spice in there from the high rye. I'm guessing. Definitely
It's
oaky
pretty
wood.
smooth. I mean, it's really smooth
It's
for 114.
Quite smooth for 114.
Really 115, let's be honest. It's 0.98.
Just go ahead and round up.
I can't believe you're not allowed to round that up. Is that illegal? You can't round up in the whiskey industry? 'Cause I would have to round
That's
that
their
up.
crazy blender down there. He likes his points.
I get almost like parts of mulling spices.
Could you explain molly
like
spices?
an-
Clove and
Cinnamon, allspice, clove, but also like orange peels, a little bit of nuts, like almonds, for example. I basically saying mulling spices like when I make mulled wine.
so like
and-
Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
simmering on the stove.
Yeah, like the
Fill-
wassail that I made
Right.
for
Yeah.
that Christmas cocktail episode.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but I wouldn't necessarily say that it's cohesive like that. It's like, sniffing around. I took a sip or two, but like really still focusing on the nose. I get a lot of that kind of like citrus orange peel. But I would say like if it's lemon, it's not like a sweeter lemon. It's not like Meyer lemon. I'm not really getting that.
No.
I'm
But
getting
I wish
a
I had a
sweet
lemon.
orange and
Yeah.
a not sweet lemon, both in there. It's like two different flavors.
Yeah.
Do we have tasting notes?
We do from them, actually.
Okay.
I'll do the nose. Intense clove and allspice immediately jump out of the glass, supported by creamy macadamia nuts. Macadamia
There
nuts.
we go.
That's it. That's one we couldn't get.
Yeah, and light tobacco. As the whiskey opens up, sweet aromas of honeysuckle, green apple, and nectarine begin to show, rounded off by toasted rye and oak. So let's see the palate. The tip of your tongue is met with a hint of vanilla, marshmallow, and cotton candy. The whiskey quickly transforms as it spreads across your tongue, revealing spicy notes of black pepper, cayenne pepper, and cinnamon-baked apples.
Got
That's
that.
similar to what Anders was saying.
The spice is supported by tart, underripe blackberry and apricot that contrast perfectly against the initial sweetness.
I get a little bit of the apricot actually.
I can see apricot.
I could see it.
The spiciness of this is the finish. The spiciness of the palate carries over into the finish with candied ginger and more black pepper before slowly fading into a syrupy, sweet honey. So no orange, but I taste orange.
I'm all right with it. Nectarine is a very sweet fruit if it's eaten when it's ripe. Let's talk about this for $55.
I could see why it's 55.
Yeah.
First of all, it's barrel proof. So that's already automatically going to add $10 to a bottle, in my opinion. Minimal, right? I mean, you can get Evan Williams bottle proof. It's going to be close to $30. I mean, you look at the old Granddad 114 and it's like $32. So the question I wanted to ask you is, Anders, if you're barrel, why Stellum? Why not make this another category?
So because all the barrel stuff hits like a certain higher price point, at least at MSRP and definitely on like secondhand, they want to probably keep that as part of their identity. And that's like purely just marketing rather than like the flavors. So they're shooting for something that's like a little bit more affordable.
Right.
Not necessarily because of the quality, but like contrast this to Piggyback, marketed initially as like,
Right.
we're going to do like less expensive Whistle Pig.
Yeah.
So I see what you're saying. As a branding move, they want to float down to 45 or something. They're not watering down their own brand.
Right.
And I think it's important to mention that is the same people that are making this, that were making, the barrel stuff. It's the same distiller.
Yeah, it's all the same people. It's just a different brand. And I feel like the stab at the traditional making of bourbons, not just one-offs, that was what they usually do, was the dovetail. And now they're really embracing it by making their own brand of Stellum. And I'm thinking that now that they have a bourbon and a rye, that these are going to be the taste profiles that they're going to sort of aim toward, just like a regular distillery would.
Right. So Trip Stimson is still overseeing this project.
Trip, that's the guy I was talking about with his point values.
Yeah.
He really likes his 0.98s.
Right. I think we were on a call with Trip.
Yeah, we were on a Zoom call.
We were on a tasting that we do. He was part of that.
Yeah.
About a year ago.
He was, yeah. Me, you, and Jeff were on that.
Right. And I feel almost like we're cheating on Jeff doing a barrel episode without Jeff around.
Oh, that's true. He was just on, though.
I know.
Yeah. So I put a little bit of water on it. You guys
Yes.
did too. What do you think? Does it open it up?
I think it does. I think it calms down the peppercorn dramatically,
Yep.
and it allows me to really taste that macadamia nut. Like I knew I could taste a nut before.
Right.
That sounds just so.
Yeah.
You could taste the nut before.
It's all about mouthfeel, baby.
She's so outnumbered right now.
Yeah, no. Well, Shavonne, it's funny you said that because tasting notes, they have nose, palate, and finish, which I've done, but they
Right.
also have a fourth one with a splash of water, and it says exactly what you said.
Oh, wow.
The strong pepper notes are much more subdued, allowing for sweet cinnamon, streusel, and stewed apples to come to the forefront of the palate.
Yes,
Wow.
absolutely.
That's so cool.
I know. Do you want to move on to the rye?
All right, now the rye.
No, let's just drink only this for the rest
Well,
of the
let's
day.
all do shots of what we have left.
But it's delicious, right? I think we're all
This is
great.
really good.
I'm also struck by the spiciness of it.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
really spicy.
Yes, it
for
really
bourbon.
is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For $55, what would we get over this? Willet Family Estate Rye, if I can get it below 60, is in that conversation.
McKenna.
Yeah, but that McKenna,
That's good.
Yeah, but McKenna should be 45 to 50. So
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a weird price point.
Baker's is above it at 65, right? Eton's is above it at 65 or 70 if you can find it.
Yeah.
So I think that Stellum's coming in at a really good place for them.
It is, but it really kind of owns that
Yeah,
bracket.
so this is right beneath like the higher end expressions. This is right at the threshold where you're starting to end the high end, not the luxury. The luxury ones are 90, 100.
Real quick.
Yeah.
And this is not part of the podcast. You can edit this out.
Okay.
I've been like snorting whiskey and like already my arms are feeling light. Did we order any food?
We haven't ordered it yet.
Okay.
We will as soon as,
Okay.
yeah, we'll order.
Don't want to pass out in your bathroom again.
Again. Yeah. Shh, Siobhan's dad listens to this.
My lips are sealed.
Sorry, Siobhan's dad.
It's okay. My dad doesn't listen to this, so it'll be fine.
My dad definitely doesn't listen to
Call
this.
me.
We know Ed's dad
Ed's
doesn't.
dad does not.
Yeah, Ed's dad
Or
is.
maybe he does. Maybe he's omnipresent.
That he could be. He could be. He passed away. He's everywhere, Ed.
He's everywhere.
He's everywhere.
My father's like the Lord.
So let's move on to the rye.
Now tell us, the rye is special, right? It's won some stuff. It's got some accolades.
Yeah, it did. So just 2 weeks ago, Barrell Craft Spirits won, I think, 11 awards for their stuff.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Then they won for both the bourbon and the rye.
Yes.
The bourbon won gold. The rye won double gold. So this is a blended rye. Its proof, as stated before, was 116.24. Again, no age statement on the bottle. Again, $55 price MSRP. I have a short description. The identity of Stellum Rye is rooted in a tried and true 95% rye Indiana mash bill. To enhance this classic style, we incorporate small amounts of more barley forward ryes and choice barrels from both Kentucky and Tennessee. This brings a full, round mouthfeel and flashes of buttery sweetness to an otherwise spicy and tightly focused rye whiskey.
Yeah, there's no age statement, but once again, between 4 and 10 years.
So similar to the bourbon.
Yeah, so we figured out that the blend is the 95 rye, like you said, but it's also accented with at least 2 more from Kentucky and Tennessee, and the age range is 4 to 10 years.
Okay.
So that's pretty good. And this is supposed to be better, according to the people in San Francisco.
Right.
That's even
Because it
better
won
than the
2
bourbon.
golds. It should be twice as good.
Can you imagine?
All right, so what do we got on the smell for this rye?
Alcohol.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Another wound cleaner, definitely.
Thank God it doesn't taste as your initial smell.
I know, right?
But then you have to get past it because there is nose there.
Yeah, I mean, it's very floral. Unlike what I associate with the 95.5 rye from
Yeah.
Bullet
I felt
and Redemption.
So for me in particular, I've been really trying to work on my nosing lately, and I'm trying to get out of the habit of just saying that things smell floral.
Yeah.
It's like, if you taste like orange or apples,
Yeah.
saying that things are fruity.
Right.
It's vague.
So I'm getting a little bit of like honeysuckle.
I think that's a very nice specific nose critique.
Yeah, and then definitely that vanilla as well. So I would just say as like a note, like when you're nosing things, especially ryes and they smell floral, it's like try to be a little bit more specific. Stop and smell the roses. Does it smell like honeysuckle? Does it smell like violets
Right,
or
yeah.
roses?
Right.
Like,
if it smells like
they have-
flowers, what kind of flowers?
Yeah.
If it smells like
Yeah.
a nut, what kind of nut? If it
Exa-
smells like a spice, what spice?
like
challenge
I'm smelling berries.
yourself.
I don't know what kind of berries. Like I'm
No,
smelling
I mean,
some
and
kind
it's
of fruit.
okay not to know. It's
Yeah.
okay
Is
to.
it? Thank you. 'Cause I was getting kind of worried.
Yeah, I often wonder when people are doing professional reviews how long they spend with the nose. Maybe it's 2 minutes. Maybe they get it right away. Maybe they're that good, or maybe they spend like 10 minutes. They smell it when it's cold, or they come back to it. They let it aerate.
Yeah.
I don't know. You don't know because it's written down. You have no idea how long it's been that they were able to detect all of those nose notes.
Does anyone else get mint on the nose at the very end of like
Mint.
A little bit, yeah.
Do you get that a little bit?
No.
Random belligerence. Shavonne doesn't taste mint, damn it, edition.
Sorry.
I mean, I guess a little mint. Yeah.
At the very
No.
end.
I wasn't going to pick that out.
Even like, so circling back to like flowers, focus on like what herbs too. I think that's super important. Are you getting basil, dill, mint, thyme?
We're going to taste.
Can we taste it?
I have
Absolutely.
No.
Random belligerence. Anders doesn't want to taste it yet, damn it, edition. We're all belligerent today.
Wow.
Spearmint. First thing that popped out at me.
Wow. This is quite nice, and it's so
I do taste
smooth.
some sort of mint now.
This is 116.24.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really light.
But that
for a
peppercorn is
116.
still there, though.
It's a rye, so yeah.
Yeah.
But I have to tell you, I don't know if this is as peppery as the bourbon was. I don't know what
No,
you feel
it's
like.
not. You know why?
No.
Because it comes second.
Yeah, I think I agree with you, Ed. The bourbon was spicier than this.
Yeah.
You get the
But-
sweetness first on this one, like
Yep.
Shavonne said, and then like a hit of the spice
comes back,
comes
yeah.
like a real strong second flavor of spice, and then it ends with the spearmint, almost like on the finish to me.
Right.
Let me try to taste that on the finish.
A spearmint, it's interesting because it almost has like that cooling kind of note that spearmint you often get. Like if you take a sip of it and just like,
It's almost like that.
Cooling menthol sort of flavor. I am getting
Anders
that.
pushed me to be specific and not just say mint.
No.
yeah, step up.
So I said spearmint because
Step up, bro.
because I think that's what it sounds like.
So on the nose, they have stewed apples, peaches, and pears dominate the initial nose, which none of us got, along with an undertone of baking spices. Nutmeg and clove provide a counterbalance to the sweet fruits, while a light mint and licorice note bring further depth to the aroma.
I have over here a little tasty note. Citrus notes
Okay.
on the palate become more pronounced with candied lemon and orange peels, all supported by a mint simple syrup like you would find in a Derby julep.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting.
God damn it, I'm not tasting the mint. I'm just not. Maybe with some water on
Add
it.
some water.
That's
I
it.
taste it more with the water.
There you go.
Definitely.
So I just want to say, who the fuck is stewing apples? Just out of curiosity,
No,
that's
yeah,
such
I know.
a.
Is it 1870 now? Like, are we like,
Yeah.
make,
put
are we
them in a
like,
crock
Are we
pot.
just boiling everything? Well, yeah, but
but-
like, it's like, what's the
But
purpose of
who's
just
actually doing it?
who's
that they
enjoying a
that they
nice
could
apple stew?
Recognize the smell of a stewed apple. Do you stew your own
My
apples?
grandmother used to.
Oh, well, your grandmother used to.
still does.
But not any. Oh, she still does?
She still does as like an aroma thing. So she would put like
Oh.
flowers,
I
apples,
see.
and it would be
It
like
was
That
just
sounds
like
really
a potpourri.
nice, actually.
yeah, like a potpourri.
Yeah.
Yes, thank
Got
you. That's
you.
the word I couldn't think of.
Okay. So on the finish, star anise,
Yep.
Everybody loves that.
yeah, white pepper, and mint. I'm not getting the mint. Linger on the palate before fading into honey sweetened jasmine green tea.
Even on the water,
You get smoke on the water. Smoke on the water.
Bum, 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 ba-dum.
Bum, 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 bum. No, I'm not getting them in.
After all of that,
I'm just not. I'm not saying you guys are crazy. I'm just saying I really don't taste it. But all you guys are tasting it, and it's in the tasting notes of two
Right.
different things. So it's there. I'm just not.
I think it's important to show that some stuff that's obviously to some people, your palate will miss.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's palate has a little bit of a, blind spot, if you will.
Tasting notes are like guidelines. Use it as
Yeah.
like a reference point to
Absolutely.
like build up what your associations are.
Right. And the thing is,
know?
like, there's always people online that, B.H. Taylor's terrible. Blanton's is terrible. All right. Is it terrible? I mean, most people like Blanton. So, I mean, are you just reactionary
Right, yeah.
or do you
Right.
honestly
Yeah.
have a muted
Or are you just
palate?
being like a troll?
So it's like,
Or they legit don't like it, but they don't know how to articulate it.
correct.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they should say, listen, I know everyone likes Blanton. For me, it's a very woodery for me. Whatever your problem is with it, but at least articulate it. Just say like Blanton's is terrible when you know it's not terrible for the rest of the world. So, like Woodford, Knob Creek, and Blanton's. Like, I know exactly who you are now. Like, it's like
Everybody, it's like when DMX passed away.
Yeah.
So I don't want to wait to hear somebody say that like, oh damn, I guess everybody now likes DMX because everybody does like DMX. So like, shut the fuck up.
Oh my god!
Well,
Like
he was
that's-
really young. He was only like our age, Ed.
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LL is 6 months younger than me.
Wow. So LL Cool J is between us then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring some.
Sandwich.
Ew.
It's a reverse ice cream sandwich. The chocolate's in the middle. The
Stop
vanilla
it.
is on the end. God.
That's an Oreo.
Reverse
Stop it.
Oreo.
That's an Oreo.
That's what we call it.
And we have Oreos today.
Oh, yum. Oh, we do.
Yeah, reverse Oreo.
Milk's favorite cookie.
Let's make a reverse Oreo.
Not as
Siobhan.
much fun as reverse cowgirl.
I'll see my way out.
Oh,
Unless it's double.
Double stuff.
double stuff.
Wait, no, it's got to be like me and Scott would be more of a mega stuff. And we just lost Stellum as a sponsor.
And see,
All right. I think we can wrap this up.
Yeah,
I think so.
So for the Whiskey Tangent podcast, we'd like to thank Stellum and Aaron for sending us the samples. They're delicious. They're exceptional for the price point. I will definitely be pursuing the bottles when I see them in the store, and I think you should too. Barrell just keeps impressing me with everything they put out. I've never drank a Barrell product like, oh, really?
Right. Everything's a home run. It really is.
I mean, some of the stuff are pricey. It's definitely a boutique whiskey for some people, but the Stellum has just made them very approachable. So if you've always been like, I see the Barrell, but 70 is a little out of what I want to do, then definitely stop here at the Stellum, because it's going to lead you to want to taste their other products.
Yeah, great way to be introduced to them by tasting these.
Absolutely. So once again, hats off to Barrell and Aaron, and for the Whiskey Tangent Podcast, I'm Ed.
I'm Scott.
I'm Anders.
And I'm Shavonne.
Take care, everybody. Cheers.
Bye.
Skål.
Later.